They called in a prescription. I got for herniated discs in my neck and shit. My neck's all fucked up. Hurts like a motherfucker a lot of time. So I need to get CBD. That shit helps. And then methadone. It works. CBD.
Does that help you?
Yes. Yeah, big time. It helps the pain a lot. When I took it before, I didn't really have any expectations, and it started to work.
Well, what kind of pain you got?
Neck pain. I was saying, like, there's a herniated disc. I think it's like C, I don't know, C something, right up here. It pinches my nerve. My two fingers, these are numb. These are going numb.
Really?
Yes. Because I'm sitting here, like I'm laying with my legs across the car, like that. And it keeps my legs kind of elevated, but I'm like propped up like this, like in the side, with this thing in my back, and then so like I need to lay down flat. So I need the heart team. It's kind of like the home salvage team. They need to fucking get me a bed in the hotel. I mean, they got other people in there, you know. So I'm trying to get in that shit. But I'm on a list, and like you were talking before, women and children first, which is fine. But
wait, which we saw earlier because you had those wounds.
Oh yeah, those too. Yeah, because it's in the hospital.
That can be good for sleeping in the car.
No, that's how it started. Sleeping in the car, sleeping like this, because I have my brother with me. So then your fluid eventually, just gravity, it'll go down. Plus, when you're eating shitty food, I wasn't doing drugs at the time really, but then I started doing heroin, selling heroin, and so that doing plenty, but just living like this though, it made the fluids go down, and then start to swell up, then blisters form, and then those pop, and if you don't take care of it like I wasn't, turn into infections, and then next thing you know, you're all fucked up.
Something too about like salt intake.
Yes, well, yeah. So, I mean, eating shitty, like the salt. There's salt and fucking shitloads of salt and everything. So it's basically not everything, but a lot of the stuff. When you got an EBT card, you end up fucking eating at where like the dollar store, shit like that. Save money, and or people trade it for drugs, and then they end up with hardly anything. You end up with basically dollar store stuff. Some of the stuff's good. Some you just gotta look for it, but a lot of the shit. But it's not just there everywhere.
How long have you had those wounds? Like when? Do you
remember years ago. Yeah, years ago. It was like when I was selling. Because I was selling dope at the other Oceanside location. So yeah, what would I be like? It'd be to see.
Do you remember what caused the?
It'd be near 7 years, something like that.
Do you remember how those wounds started?
Yeah, just because I was sitting in the car, was like just sleeping in the car, like this though, but with my legs down on the driver's seat. Because like I said, I had my brother with me, had our shit in the back, and so eventually, like I said, the fluids will. Dude, but it's happening to all right now. I see it. I didn't see too many people. Now I see all the homeless people. Like, not all of them, but a lot of them, their legs are swelling up because they don't sleep enough. They don't get down. They don't lay down. They're tweaking, and you stay up, and then you don't get rest, and your legs they're supposed to be level of your heart, so lay either down flat, or like you could elevate them even to help the fluids basically stay back, from going down, and you'll see people with like a lot of swelling, just like a foot like all fucked up, like all big. Dude, it hurts. Like these guys are walking around and. My shit got all tore up, but it takes a long time to
didn't you actually sleep on the streets before?
Yes.
How was that experience?
Sleeping on the street. Sleeping on the street was not fun. It's a...
You have a car now, obviously.
Yeah.
But a year ago, I think.
Maybe, yeah, 2 years ago, something like that. Yeah. I was on the street. I got a restraining order at my mom's place, but I didn't touch anybody. Actually, I got assaulted, but anyways, besides the point. And I was yelling, I was up on meth, and then sleep deprivation after you're up for a few days started to go crazy, and I started yelling at basically undercover cops. I just cursing them off, the CIA, the DEA, fucking.
What drugs were you on?
Well, I mean, I do a little fentanyl. I didn't have much money though, so it was like just basically, everybody was a lot of drugs around me, people getting high, so just kicking down, But that was in
right?
Yeah, it was the meth man. I spoke in it, but it's just for a little bit.
But the crap.
Stay up a few days it's not even. My buddy told me they did a chemical test on it to see what it is. Can't remember what it came up as, but it's a strange chemical that I think we have already in our brains, but we have receptors for all this stuff. But yeah, it's bad because I stay awake and then I get crazy. I start thinking things that are not true, and then I see it. A lot of people
like schizophrenic.
Yeah, basically schizophrenic type behavior, and you know, just where like I could be cursing out a car, like I could be fucking yelling at somebody, like for like a couple hours, just fucking going off, and then I could be calm. You're talking to somebody, totally doing fine, eating, you know, just whatever. Like I was watching this other guy on YouTube, and he's talking about how the meth has, well, he says like your heart rate doesn't go as hard, but you're getting high, but your heart rate's not beating like the old shit. You know, like those shit, I mean, those are way better. You know, but anyway, it would still keep you stronger. This shit's weird. It's different. It's kind of, I don't know, maybe similar in strength, but it's just different. The high's different. But this stuff, I don't know. I've never seen people more crazy. Like I've never did this shit before, ever in my life. I've been doing drugs for fucking 20-some years, and now it's like all of a sudden I'm yelling at cars. Like now I'm doing this shit. That's something's wrong. I don't know. You know, but then it's our country. Well, we make ephedrine illegal, so they can't make it with ephedrine like they did the old stuff. So they make it with whatever chemicals they can to create the product, and it just gets basically shittier and shittier. But we make them illegal, then China has to play ball with us because China makes a lot of money sending goods over to this country. So we.
Do you remember how your
have to play
drug
the
addiction
game.
started?
Yeah, I don't know. I just started smoking weed in high school and just don't know if you go, you know, I was pretty hooked on that for a while. Yeah, high school. And after that, you know, you smoke weed for a while, and then eventually somebody gets into something else. Next thing you're tweaking, and then you're cocaine or something, and then next thing somebody, you know, some heroin, and I didn't know anything about it, so I did it. But smoke it because they get needles and stuff. Anyways, but then that goes to you're getting physically addicted, which I didn't know anything about.
Yeah.
Got sick, and then what do you do? You just keep going, and then after getting clean for a while, then all the neck shit fucking happened. I don't know. I think I hurt myself playing sports or something, but it hurt. But I didn't know, and then I said, nah. You know, it's like then I needed opiates, and either I couldn't get what I needed, or I didn't know what to do. So and you end up back on heroin after a while. I did at least. And then
you haven't done heroin in a long time, though, right?
No, but there's not a lot of heroin around anymore anyways. And maybe white stuff, but it's mixed with the fentanyl.